Alright guys, this is the last recording I have. This has a lot of players that I didn't have in the other ones. I'm sure you guys have practiced a lot, so this is probably really outdated, but I think it could still be helpful. So without further ado, let's get this thing going. This is an interscrim, so it's everyone's in the everyone's in Pequeños Bandas, so it'd probably be pretty cool because I can see both sides and talk about each one. But let's look at this opening.
I'll try to go right, left somewhere. Yeah. I think we have our base. Now let's go try for.
Okay, let's slow down here. Okay, so the blue team getting the rolling bomb and Simplicity waiting there. That's fine. Nazgul, you're not gonna get this pup. I mean, if they're at least somewhat competent, you're not gonna get this pup. So a better idea would be to. I was talking about this with Lake Show, who's on my team, and he was saying instead of someone getting this pup, which some people try to do just in case they mess up, instead of getting that pup, how about someone just boosts here, uses this boosts here. And if you guys don't know this boost bomb combination, you should. And then they go over here, and then they bomb this way. Usually, this isn't always the best way to enter base, but considering that usually people wait behind the flag because they expect you to bomb in, boosting in here and then coming in horizontally is probably very unexpected, and then they could get out. So Nazgul, your time would be better spent doing something like that, or boosting in the base. Right here, than getting the pup, because you're probably not going to get that pup. What else? I think that's it. I think besides that, I think Simplicity staying near the flag is good. You can also consider just staying outside of the flag. Let's use my blue one. Staying outside here and just waiting for people to bomb in and getting them, but that's fine. That positioning's fine. The red team, I'm pretty sure the red team missed. No one got the tag bro here. No, this is. I don't know. I don't really know. I don't really have anything. No one got I don't know why you guys didn't get the tag bro. Maybe you weren't paying attention, but that's like a no-brainer, you have to do it kind of thing. Always get your base pup. And I guess you could have used people a little more efficiently. Lax could have boosted in, but if you want to on D, that's fine. Yeah, you just have to get your base pup.
They forgot to get their base tag, bro. I'm gonna grab it. It's 10 seconds late, their base.
Okay.
Like if it's not a juke juice. Offensively, he's got tag pro. Tag pro lead middle. Don't die.
I'm gonna have to grab it. Oh fuck, can't do anything.
Reset. Okay. We kind of fucked him by giving him 2 of our power.
So what did red team do?
Reset. Okay.
You have a tag pro. Carl had a juke juice, so he had a good opportunity to get the return. And he kind of just died. Wait a minute. How did they get out? Of the rolling bomb. Okay, I had mumble on, I'm sorry. Before it was the blue team talking, now it's the red team. Maybe another option, going behind the boost. I don't know, but that's probably not gonna work. And Lax feeling like he has to grab. It was kind of risky grab. It was also a risky grab. Yeah. Didn't really put up a fight there. I mean, I guess if you got out of base, that would have shut me up, but I feel like you guys could have put a better fight there.
Or power-ups, but that's fine. Oh, giving up. Alright, Carl. Down middle.
Alright, let's see.
Them 2 of our power-ups.
You guys would probably be able to tell what you could have done here. Someone grabs, that's perfectly fine. Let Jado get the grab, and Carl, you anti-re. There. And then Carl just kind of motioned towards it. So yeah, just figure out what made you jump, and then you spike yourself, I guess, out of confusion or out of like, oh my god, he's out of base, I can't focus. So just, I think right there is just not jumping, not you went that way because you thought he would go free. Also, Jado, if Jado feels like Carl's not in the position to stop regrab, don't get the return. Just let him live. It's also an option. But yeah, that was just Carl getting.
Alright, Carl.
Not getting re.
Nice grab.
Don't die, 3 seconds.
And then Lax saving the day. That was pretty great.
I got re. He's middle.
He's hanging around 2-3.
Alright, pups, guys. Pups like 15.
Okay, here. Pups are coming up. The only people, let's label the people who can actually get pups. He can't get pups. He can't get pups, assuming he's on re. These guys can get pups, and these guys can get pups. These are the only people who can get pups. The FC can't get pups, because they're being controlled. They can't really go anywhere they want to. They can get pups. If you look at the MLTP games on Velocity, there were a lot of FCs getting pups because defenders weren't chasing very well, or the defenders weren't prioritizing pups. So, like, for instance, Carl would stay in front, and then some ball would just retreat into here. Let's assume there's no bombs. And then Carl would just kind of chase around. That's what a lot of MLTP defenders would do. And because of that, the FC would have the pup, and Carl would just be chasing. So defenders prioritize pups. You might even run into an FC that's trying to steal a pup. So Petri should be going over here, Carl over here, and it is a little risky because you're letting the sunball get past. It is a little risky, but I feel like as long as I feel like you have to trust your FC to hold the flag, and I feel like it pays to be this risky a lot of times. And the re really shouldn't get this pup. But if you want to get this pup, just ask your team, are you guys ahead of him? Can I get base pup? And based off of a no or yes, you can get the pup. And obviously ask that question like 10 seconds. So like right here it's 10 seconds before pup show up. So right here is a great time to ask that question, Jado, like, can I get this pup when it's going to show up? But yeah, the defenders here should be waiting for pups, and Nazgul and Simplicity as well. If they can get the return, get the return. You guys look like you can get the return, maybe. I don't know what happens after this. Okay, you guys can't get the return. Just go for oh, and then he banks off the wall, which is, you shouldn't do that. Good job, Nazgul. But right here you can Nazgul, you can get right pup, and then Simplicity, you can go for left. It looks like no one's contesting left, so it looks like you can get that, and it'd be a pretty easy grab. Also, there's coming in too early for pups. That's usually not a problem, coming too early for pups. Usually not. Even like in the Super Bowl video that I linked, there were a lot of times when the players came really early for pups, like a full 10 seconds before pup showed up, and they didn't end up hurting anybody. It ended up being a good idea still. So showing up too early for pups, usually not a bad decision, though it can be. It definitely can be. Let's go back on what happened. Okay, so that we can't let that happen. Letting Sunball waltz in to get a pup, that that's kind of like a lack of discipline there, especially a rolling bomb. That should have, you are in control as a defender. You tell the FC where he can go and where he can't go, and if you're waiting right here, the FC can't do anything about it. So let's dial that back really quickly. Okay, so Petri kills himself. This is a little bit right here. No one has re, so the red team can't get they can't get pups. I mean, maybe Lax often can boost right on his way to re or something, but Carl does a good job of getting ahead and getting to re. And at that point, someone has to say, pups. Petri, go get left, pup. Lax, go get right. You know, get left, get right. Or get base, whichever one you want. But one person getting one pup at least. And then Carl on re, Jado. So 2 people getting pups every cycle. Because those are the only 2 people who can actually get pups. So Petri should be getting left. Lax should be getting right here. And likewise, Simplicity should be waiting on left. It would be a good idea to stay somewhere in this region. That way you can, if you want to boost this way, you can get that. Also right here, a good defensive thing to do is for this guy to go here and this guy to go here to boost this way. And then he's dead. But anyways, I think that might be what you guys actually do. Oh, Nazgul didn't. Well, Nazgul could have boosted in to block him. Maybe he could have boosted off of this wall. And then he would have been in front of his face when Jado was there, and he could have gotten the return. But whatever. So right here, the defender should be trying to get pups. There's there's a re for blue. It's right here. Yeah, so Simplicity, Nazgul, Petri. Lax is dead, probably because he was FC, and but this is not really acceptable. Like I said before, your value to the team was not very good here because you didn't even. I don't know if you got the return or not, but you just kind of let him juke you, and then some ball got a rolling bomb, so you didn't really do anything there. Sumball basically went where he pleased. He wanted to get left pup, and he got exactly what he wanted when he's not even the one in control. You are. So right here, pups are coming up. Wait here. Don't wait here, because if you wait here, someone can easily bomb you this way. Whereas if you're waiting here, someone can bomb you, and you're just going to ricochet off, and you can get the pup. So the right play is to go here since pups are coming up. It's 8:56, and it's early in the game, so it's gonna be like 55, 50. So yeah, defend. If you're a defender here and you're not getting the return, wait for a pup.
I'm on re. We have no re. He's got.
So yeah, Sumball gets the rolling bomb,
Left side.
which is a good job of Sumball to do. I like that. I like getting base pup. I like that.
He's hanging around mid.
Don't bother about leading me.
He's gone too.
Because you guys know that Re can't get it. That's really nice.
Where is he?
I don't know. Oh,
Right.
You probably already know this, but you can survive one of 2 ways. You can hug the wall. If you hug the wall, you'll boost this way. You'll bounce off of this corner, and you'll go either here or here. So it's very easy to survive this. Or you can not hug the wall and just boost straight. And you'll boost straight. You won't bank off of a wall, and then you can drag yourself to the right. And then right here, you'll be in. You can decide what you want to do. You can boost this way. You can go here. You can go here. Whatever. But those are the 2 ways you can boost out. And I'm sure there are other ways. One time I used this bomb to boost here, which was ridiculous. That was fun. Or you can use it to boost here. But using that bomb, you should never kill yourself. Also, in the clip that's going to come up, I think. No. I missed it. Okay, let me talk about how you can survive if you're trapped here with the bomb as an FC. So let's say we have 2 balls here, and they've surrounded you, and you're the FC. Okay, and you don't know what to do. You're gonna die. You're telling your team you're dead. So what you basically do is you use this bomb to bounce off of this corner, this exact corner right here, this exact corner. And so what you end up doing is these guys fly away. They fly this way, they fly this way. They're very out of position. And you don't fly away. You bounce off the corner, and then you're probably going to bounce somewhere over here, and then maybe bounce off the wall. And at that point, you're free because the blue guy's like all the way over here. You're over here. You can go this way. You're free at that point. So if you're stuck in this corner and there are people surrounding you, you're not dead. You're not a dead man. You can do that pretty much every time, and you'll get out of base. You'll get out of the bomb area every single time. So. Especially if you're just getting out of base and you're getting trapped and you go into here, right here, it's not a bad place to be because you can use that corner to bounce off, and then you'll be free every single time, pretty much every single time. Or you can bounce off of this corner, though I haven't used it. You'll be free in this direction, which may not be ideal. But yeah, bounce off the corner with the bomb, and obviously wait till they get very close to you. Once they get close to you, that's when they can go even farther. A smart player, to counter that, a smart player will sit behind the boost. But that's beatable even then, because you can bomb this way and beat the boost, or you can bomb here. Yeah, you can time it so that you can bomb out before he boosts into you. But that's sort of playing the game with the guy behind the boost.
I don't know.
Yeah, so anytime you're at the bomb, I think you just lost focus there. You were scared because of the rolling ball.
Is that it's not out yet?
No. Diffused. It's diffused.
Don't die.
Free now.
Don't die. Nice. 3 seconds.
Correct.
I don't know why I grabbed there. That was a bad idea. Carl, don't grab.
He's out. 2-2-2. Boosting
Okay, and this should be a cap. Oh, he delays it though. He almost saves the cap there. Good job delaying it. But just like the start of any cap train,
Not out yet.
No.
caps happen when you get returned in base like this. You only have one defender, so if you call yourself a decent defender, you'll get out of base here because there's only one guy. It's very easy, but especially if you're in their base. If you're in their base, you better not die because things like this happen. He gets returned, and guess what? Now Petri's in a very, very bad position because at this point, a defender is probably he probably has enough time to come back, and then Petri has to get out of base with one defender still, but he's a lot closer. He's in a better position to get the return. And right here, I feel like you kind of kill yourself with this decision. You let him get the back angle, and you let him return you. So I feel like right here, Lax definitely. Sunball 1 makes a great prediction play and predicts that he goes this way. That was a great return. And then Sunball basically gets the double return by himself. So that's pretty great to do. But as an FC, you should never let yourself get returned by one person. That should never happen. As a general rule, you should never let one person return you. And then Petri gets it, and at this point, you can get past. It's not that difficult. But then you commit to one direction, and Sunball already knows what direction you want to go to, and then he's trapped you at that point. Just make a couple little left-right jabs, and then at that, that's much better than going in a straight line where it looks like you've committed to a direction. And then Jado grabs, was that preventable? Jado grabbing? Yeah, that was very preventable. So that's look at that, and then think about why you lost focus there. Why you? I feel like he could have. I feel like he could have turned away before that. Yeah, you were just going too quickly, and you weren't really thinking, and you grabbed the flag. You could have turned away. You could have gone this way. You could have gone this way, or you could have gone this way, this way, or this way. You could have swerved out of there. But once again, it's a very desperate situation, so you're not always on your A game. You're not always 100% focused when it's a desperate situation. So the game is, how do you become focused in those kind of situations?
That was a bad idea. Carl, don't grab.
He's out. 2-2-2. Boosting mid.
Great job on delaying that. Yeah. Oh, you could have saved it though.
Almost did. Alright, I'm gonna come back on D. You're good, Lex. I'm here. pups, guys. Pups. Wow, that was lag. 10 seconds. 10.
I'm going for the left side. It's 52.
Carl, get in our base. Don't let him in. Don't let him in.
Great job calling the pups.
Where are you
Carl, you need to be there. Okay, pups are coming up, Carl, or Jado, whoever. At this point, you need to be in the cave. It's like 10 seconds before pups, so that's a good time. Or, I don't know, Lax maybe wants to play D, but get there before they do. You can bet that there's only going to be one in there. So, like, a lot of defenders don't like to come here early because they go, oh, well, the flag's unprotected. He's going to grab and get out of base. Well, if they're a good team, they'll probably wait for left and right anyways. So, you're only going to have one person. And that one person's probably going to go for the pup anyways. So, they're probably not going to grab. They're probably not going to have two people on O. Unless they're a bad team that doesn't wait for power-ups, in which case it's a little bit of a disadvantage. But even if they do grab, like I said before, if you're a defender and you get power-ups and they grab, as long as you're in front, that's an even trade. That's a good... you have the leg up there. So it's not very bad. So right there, Carl, you need to be there before they do. Your value in protecting the flag is 0 right there. It doesn't provide any help. And then Jado, because you didn't arrive early, look at what Jado has to compromise the defense of the flag completely. So now anyone could grab. So your initial fear of not letting anyone grab ends up happening anyways. So, and if you had Carl, or Jado, if you had gone here before Squiggly did, then Jado would have been there to defend the flag, so it would have been a much better outcome for you to get there before Squiggly.
Okay, now
you get it. Yeah.
And I don't know why, but Squiggly doesn't... Right here, you have to sit on the pup, so Squiggly, you need to sit on the pup. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so you got there first. Okay, Carl wants to... Oh, no, Carl's the one who... Okay, so Carl now has to give up the flag, which maybe he didn't want to do. Maybe he just forgot the pop. But he comes in to get the pop, which isn't a bad idea. If I'm here, I'm gonna get very annoyed if Carl comes in. So Carl comes in. What Squiggly needs to do is retreat and sit on this pop. Sit on it. Don't let them have it. If a rolling bomb shows up, just get out of there. Rolling bombs aren't worth it because they're gonna deactivate anyways. If it's a juke juice, especially if it's a tag pro, just stay there. Keep the pop. Tell some of your friends that if they have a tag pro, come and help them. Or say there's a free grab, there's one in base, boost in, and then that's an easy out of base grab. So Squiggly, you need to sit on the pop. Don't go block Carl. Jado's coming in anyway. Just sit on the pop. Let them both surround you. Right here, Squiggly, you have a lot of value because right here, your value is that you're distracting two people. It's a 2-for-1. You're one ball and you're distracting two people with your one ball, which is a plus for you. So just sit on the pup. One of them might retreat after they realize that you're going to sit on the pup for a long time. And at that point, it's one in base. And guess what? If you have one in base, some ball can use this boost in. That's an easy out of base if he knows what he's doing. So distracting a player in the cave, distracting the defender in the cave is good for you, Squiggly. So just sit on the pup and communicate that you're sitting on the pup. Let's see here. And as always, use your best judgment in hairy situations. Okay, so you eventually get it. So right there, look, some ball. You don't sit on the pup. I guess you really want the pup. So that's not a bad decision. That's not a bad decision fighting for it there.
His attack
but be aware that Jado can steal it from you that way.
He killed himself.
Alright, he's spiked.
He's
right. Loose and down.
Alright, not a terrible idea getting the FC. It could have definitely... Kissing the FC could have been to your advantage if they got 30. Okay, so right here, someone say power-ups in 15. It's about 20, but like 15-ish.
I don't know what that was, but that works. That don't work, Carl.
Alright, I have right.
Power-ups coming up.
Oh, never mind.
Oh.
Okay, now I have right.
3.
Okay.
Also, notice that because of the fight there, this one's slightly late. So because of that, these are probably on time since left was before their base.
Yep, I like the numbers.
Right at mid.
2, 3. Alright, go right.
Okay, power ups coming up. Call that.
Get right. Nice. I got left.
Someone needs to be
Nice.
Okay.
I'm gonna get left. I got left pups.
I have him contained.
Left is
He's
50.
gone.
Good job.
3.
Alright, so left got taken, so that means right's coming up.
Right is up.
So that-
Right. It's attack pro. I got him.
Alright,
I'm gonna
I'm
grab
Attack
right.
that base. I got
Good
that
job,
as well.
Carl.
5-9.
Right.
What is-
37.
It was probably because I called it,
Left
but
pro hit.
so right is after left. Would be a good idea to say it.
Right's very late. 37.
Okay, Carl, I got Ree. You can go fuck with him.
He's spiked.
Okay, where's he at?
He's gone top right.
Practice those bomb boosts. Practice them.
Okay, where's he at still?
Right there, Simplicity, you could have hit the bomb. Right there, you could have hit the bomb too. I mean, maybe it returns him, maybe it doesn't. But you have Wait, what am I saying? No, yeah, you can. If you hit the bomb, he may or may not hit a spike. So, right there, just hit the bomb.
Okay, where's he at still?
2. Got him.
Okay.
Dead. Where's he?
Okay, so I feel like that was a good kiss. This is why the kiss ends up not mattering. But this is what I talk about when I talk about advanced kissing strategies. So, Lax, I don't know if Lax did this on purpose, but the idea is that Lax may or may not think that Carl and Petri are close. They're close. So if he kisses, then look how much time there is to get Ree. This is dangerous for the blue team. This is so dangerous for the blue team because they have to grab and then use all and then come back, which takes a long time because you're coming in with so much speed and then you have to come back to 0 and then come back with the same amount of speed and try to get out. That's very dangerous. There's someone spawning too, which can return the flag. So this is super dangerous for the blue team. And look at the red team. Look at that. Instant regrab. So the red team is at an advantage here because they get an instant regrab. The blue team does not get an instant regrab, and therefore the blue team's regrab can be compromised here. And that's not. There's nothing the blue team can do about that. There's nothing. Okay, right here. Sumball was on Ree. Sumball did his job. There's nothing the blue team can do about this because he gets insta-kissed. And so that's why I like the strategy because there's nothing really the other team can do about that. Avoid getting kissed. That's the only thing. And see, look at this. 9 out of 10 times, someone in minors or majors makes this return. Hopefully, anyways. So this is why kissing is such a good idea. Let's pretend that Petri actually makes this. This return. If Petri makes that return, which he should, if he didn't, I mean, he didn't. So it's fine that he didn't. It happens. It happens a lot. It happens to me all the time. But let's say he did. So the flags back at base. Let's say Jado didn't boost into the. I forgot what happened, but Jado basically killed himself. But let's say Jado's alive. So guess what? Jado's past Squiggly. And Nazgul's dead. Right? The flag's in base. There are 3 defenders. There are 3 defenders blocking Simplicity. So Simplicity's getting his ass blocked. Or, instead of triple blocking him, maybe he gets double blocked and Carl just tries to prevent any boosts. Carl just sits here to try to prevent any boosts or something. I don't know. But there's a triple block formation. That's a cap. Because that cap happened because Lax kissed there. Look at that. All because Lax kissed there. That's the only reason the cap happened. Great job, Lax. I don't know if you did that on purpose, but those are advanced kissing strategies, and they can change the game if you do them appropriately. So, you might be asking, okay, maybe I want to do that. When do I kiss? You kiss when their flag is barely getting at a base. So the faster you get a kiss when he's barely getting at a base, the better. If Sunball, okay, this is the general rule for kissing. The closer the regrab is to your base, the better it is to kiss. Obviously, Sunball is super, super, super close to the flag, so this is a great time to kiss. If Sunball is right here, so let's say Sunball is on his side of the flag, that's a bad time to kiss. Because if you kiss him right here, so let's say this is Sunball, and then let's say this is Lax. So if Lax kisses Sunball here, that's bad for Lax because let's pretend Jada's not. Let's say Lax was the guy on Ree. So if they kiss, then Petri has to go get Ree, and then the blue team likely has someone on Ree. So the closer the FC is to your own base, the better it is to kiss. The closer the FC is to their base, the worst idea it is to kiss. So that if he's close to here, likely to help you. If he's close to here, likely to hurt you.
Was he?
And I hope you can see why that is. That's just a general rule. The real rule is that if you can kiss him and you think that kissing him will compromise their regrab, will compromise their chain, then kiss. Because right here, their chain is compromised. Petri, great job, by the way, Petri, on going behind the boost. That's exactly what you need to do. You need to go behind the boost there. Going behind the boost gives you so much power. Basically anyone in this range is dead if you have the boost. So good job there. You end up missing, but that's not a big deal. You just have to work on that. So yeah, right there, and then the reset because Petri got the return. So it's all about getting resets. It's all about forcing the other flag to get reset. Boost yourself in the spikes.
I hit the corner spike like 4 times. No, not even boost myself. I walked into it earlier. I got left right. He's coming on left. He's coming on left right now. Yeah. You got him, Carl.
Okay. That was a great job waiting behind the boost, by the way. You just didn't get the return. And also right here, why didn't the defense get this pup? Let's see. Okay, so right here, pups are coming up. You guys need to obsess about pups. Jado, you're not really doing anything right now. Whoa, Lax is getting risky here. And Lax actually gets out of base. This is ridiculous. This is so ridiculous. Lax basically saves the cap here. I remember seeing this during practice. Lax single-handedly saved that cap. That was so risky, by the way. Don't do this. I would not. Petri grabbing right here is so risky. I would not. And then Lax grabbing here, you're dead. I know you juked yourself. I know you juked yourself out of base, but this is not an intelligent grab here. If they were to have played well, you would be a dead man, Lax, and that's 1 cap for them. But you got lucky, and you also juked very well. So yeah, if you're on OD, don't grab. Don't grab when they have 2.
No read. I got.
Let me go back here very quickly. Okay, so they have 1 on D. This is a good time to grab. They have 1 on D. This is a good time to grab. But then Simplicity comes. Oh, okay. Okay, so. Oh, I see. Someone's spawning because of the return. Okay, and so it turns into a bad situation quickly. Okay, so that's not your fault, Petri. You're just trying to grab with 1 out of base. So this is what you do. When you're in that situation, Petri, you're dead. You should accept that you're dead. You only have 1 blocker. You have 3 people who want you dead. Just go here. Just go here into the cave. What this does is, you're dead either way, but this way, you're forcing 2 people to get you. So Now 2 people are right here. Now Nazgul, let's say Simplicity and Sunball go here. Now Nazgul is forced to protect Ree, and it prolongs your life by a couple seconds. So go into the cave if you think you're dead.
He's coming down left. He's coming down left right now.
I'm dead.
You got him, Carl.
Oh, Lax.
No, you don't.
Lax is God, basically.
I am a god. You got no Ree? No Ree? I got Ree for a minute.
Alright, I got us 40 power-ups, guys. Right's up now.
Alright, so
left's
at 40.
Hurry up. Got him. Oh, no, I don't. Good job.
Grab and go.
He's 2-2.
Wait, Lax, are you on our team? It's okay, so... Tag Pro lead, just stay in front. I'm not sure what... Petri, I feel like Petri killed himself there. I don't know. Yeah, Petri just kind of like... He should have gone behind, and instead he just went in front for some reason. Just look that over and correct that.
Yeah, why?
No?
What?
Is Lax on their team?
Yeah, he is. No, he's on our team.
Is
This is entirely our team right now.
Really?
Yeah, we're doing 8. We're doing an in-house.
Oh, Petri. I remember we drafted Petri.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, he's in left.
I'm
Yeah, we got one.
Okay. Also, another thing, I remember when I was looking at a lot of archives of MLTP games and stuff, a majority of the time that people get out of base is in situations like this. So, a majority of the time that people get out of base is in situations where the flag's coming in and the defense is trying to block. But in their endeavor to try to block, someone kind of jukes them. It jukes their block and gets out of base, just like Petri did. So, if you're on defense, yes, block, but at the same time, don't block in such a way that it lets them get out of base. So, okay, like, so right here, Simplicity is gonna get... Simplicity wants to block, right? But in his endeavor to block, he gets juked, and then Petri just gets out. So, number 1 priority when you're on defense and the flag's coming in, number 1 priority, don't let them grab. Or, no, that's not it. Sorry. Number 1 priority, don't let them out of base. Just prioritize that. Number 2 is blocking, and you can let them grab if you think you can get the return. That's good. But just don't let them out of base.
We're having a jolly
If Squiggly can't get the cap, he can't get the cap. Just do your job and just make sure he doesn't get out of base.
What? Is that not what we're doing?
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God.
Nice,
Squiggly showing you how it's done. Oh, you guys just got juked. I'm sorry. Wow. Should we look at that again? Maybe just one time.
What? Is that not...
Oh, wow. Yeah, Carl went for it. And that's it. So, yeah. Consider doing things a little more slowly next time. Squiggly showing you how it's done.
I was gonna relax because I thought you guys are...
I'm gonna slow you down real quick. Alright, he's in our base.
Gonna get left.
Coming right.
No, they got
Kiss.
left.
So left is at 40. About. Alright, so Carl...
Left.
Coming right. Alright, he's
You died, didn't you? How did you die?
real quick. Slow you down real
Showing you how it's
I was gonna
done.
relax because I thought...
Okay, so this is what I'm talking about with power-ups. And Carl talked about this, how he loses focus when 2 flags are out of base, but this is why it's so important to be calm, because yeah, it's hectic because you just got juked and like things are happening and stuff. 2 flags are out of base, people are yelling at each other, but remember power-ups. Always call power-ups. That's so important. You can't ignore power-ups. You can ignore the FC. You can ignore the FC, but you can't ignore power-ups. So Carl or Jado or whatever, I don't know, maybe Jado goes here. I think this one's late, so I think it's not worth getting. But Carl, which Carl should be going, is getting the power-ups. Or Jado, whichever. But you should know that left is at around this time, and you don't have to chase. Your value is better spent getting the power-up. And I think Nazgul beats you to it. So yeah, get there before they do. And there's no shame in getting there early.
I'm gonna slow you down real quick.
Okay, so Nazgul just sees it. So Nazgul lucks into seeing the pup, and he gets the pup. Whereas Carl or Jado, if you had just been there since the beginning, even people who lucked into it wouldn't have gotten the pup. You would have gotten the pup.
In our base.
Gonna get left.
Coming right.
No, they got
Kiss.
left.
So left is at 40. Yeah, I talked about this earlier, but if you're on defense and things look safe, so like right here.
Gonna get left.
Coming right.
Okay, so
It's quickly showing you how it's done.
right here, if you're on defense, these two defenders, and things look safe, like nothing terrible is happening, no one has a tag pro, you know, he doesn't have a rolling bomb, you know, as long as things look like the Re can handle it, go get pups. Just chasing isn't important, getting pups is important.
Relax, because I thought you guys up.
Right here, it doesn't look like there's an immediate need to chase. You know, there's no threat of a cap happening. So just go get pups.
Put you down real quick. All right, in our base.
Gonna get left.
Coming right.
No, they got
Kiss.
left.
So left is at 40. About.
Left is
I got him. Go
35.
top. I got him.
Oh, it's at
Nice.
40. 35.
Enough. Smart of him. We don't have.
Fuck.
Nice.
Nice.
Snipe. I have Ray.
And I was telling you guys the pups. So this is with me telling you guys the pups, and you still weren't able to get them. So just be aware of that. Let's see.
Enough.
Left.
Coming right.
Carl.
No, they got
Kiss.
left.
So left is at 40. Okay, so Carl, you should know that right comes after left. And so go for left. I don't know what you're doing here. You should be at Re. You should either be at Re or getting the pup. Like I said before, use your time valuably. Either get Re or get a pup. You didn't know that there were two defenders. Yeah. And no one's at Re right now. But Jado gets a nice snipe. So yeah, pick one.
Their base is up. Their base is 20. 21.
Also, the reason Carl went back into base, I feel, is because he didn't know the situation. So
Enough.
let's look at this.
I got him.
Okay, so Carl goes into here. What you guys should be saying is he's dead. You know, like the FC is dead. I think you guys. Let's see.
Left.
Coming right.
No, they got
Kiss.
left.
So left is at 40. About.
Left is
I got him. Go top.
35.
I got him.
Oh, it's at
Nice.
40. Okay, so you say I got him, nice. So I guess that sort of alludes to the fact that he's gonna die, but not really. So just say he's gonna die, and you time it too. You can time it. He's gonna die in 3, 2, 1, and then you get the return. So in situations where the FC is dead, tell people the FC is going to die, because if you would have told Carl, yelled it out, he's dead, Carl would have gotten the Re, or he would have felt safe with getting. Carl would have gotten the flag carrier, or Carl could have gotten the power up, or he could have gotten the Re. But I feel like maybe he felt like he should go back on defense because he didn't know whether the flag was out. And also be aware of who has Re. If there's no Re, if at least one person realizes there's no Re, say it. Say there's no Re. A lot of caps happen because there's no Re. It's as simple as that.
Enough. Smart of him. We don't have.
Fuck.
Nice. Snipe. I have Ray.
Their base.
So right here, kissing would be. Well, they do have a juke juice, but I think kissing would be beneficial here because think about it. If you kiss, remember I said kissing is more of a good idea if the closer they are to your base. So they're really close to your base. They're literally in your base. So kissing here is good because you can be assured of the fact that Carl and Petri or Jado or whoever wants to go on D, if you kiss here, they're probably not going to get a Re for a while. So their Re is compromised. Unfortunately, you guys don't have Re, it looks like, which is why it's important to get Re. So unfortunately, if you did kiss here, it looks like from the look of things that you would also be in the danger of not getting Re. But usually this is a smart play to get Re here. But yeah, no one's on Re. No, people need to be on Re. This is why people need to be on Re, because then if Lax kisses, you're at an advantage. So yeah, someone should be on Re. I think this is okay, this is after the play where no one has Re. No one has Re right now.
Fuck.
Okay, someone, I think Jado said no one has re. Okay, no one has re. Pretty much every one of you guys knows no one has re, and yet no one gets re.
I have re.
Did Petri say he had re?
Enough. Smart of him. We don't have...
Fuck.
Nice. I have re.
Okay, Petri said he had re. Go get re.
Their base is up. Their base is 20.
Okay, good.
1.
Alright, I yelled at you guys a lot there. I yelled at you guys a lot because I dissect things. But he got re.
1.
Alright, I feel good now.
1. There, 1. Okay, don't die for 2 seconds. You're good to die. Just don't.
No, I'm gonna stay alive.
We just got...
Okay, so Petri did have re. Sorry, Petri.
We don't have...
I'm sorry for yelling at you.
Left is
I gotta
30.
go.
Okay, so Petri did have re, so that means Laxoften getting the kiss would have been helpful, I think. Alright.
Their base is up. Their base is 20.
Maybe it would have been helpful, but yeah. I think kissing there would have been a good idea.
There, 1.
Yeah, I mean, you have to assume
You're good to die.
you have re.
Is up. Enough.
Could you guys have gotten re? Could you guys have gotten re faster? Petri did get bounced off. Okay. Petri says I got re. Jado says no, I got re. That's a good idea to have. It doesn't matter. It didn't matter in the end. There's nothing I have to say about that.
20.
1.
1. There, 1. Okay, don't die for 2 seconds. You're good to die. Just don't.
No, I'm gonna stay alive.
We just got destroyed. What? We got there too. We got juked hard though.
Relax.
Alright, Rogers. He's 4, 3.
That's defensively speaking.
3, 2, 2.
Well, let's see here.
Hard though.
Relax.
Okay, defensively speaking, that's Carl right here. Your priority is just to stay in front. Why? Because even if you do get juked, you're still in front, so Jado has the opportunity to... When you have 2 defenders closing in on an FC, this guy needs to really make sure he doesn't get past, because if he does get past you, guess what? Jado's not going to help you out. You're the guy who... You're the safety net. He's the aggressor. Let him be the aggressor. Let yourself be the safety net. Because if you don't let him pass, then he's going to be forced to boost here, and then he's going to bomb in, and then guess what? Sunball's back in base, and you are closing in on Sunball. Let me do that with nicer colors. So if you were to just not let him pass, he might feel pressured to go here. He's going to boost in. Jado's going to come in and contain. You're going to come in with the... the boost is wasted. So he's going to contain. Let's say he contains right. So that means you get left. He gets the return. Squiggly's dead. And then you've just got to reset because you stayed in front. But instead you just got juked. I feel like I'm being too hard on you.
Relax. Alright, Rogers. He's 4.
No, but I feel like you could have gotten in front. I feel like you went for something. But anyways, let's keep going.
3, 2. I'm gonna wait for the boost. I'm gonna... Oh,
nice.
I don't know what that is.
That was the lag spike right there.
He's 4.
Come on, get him and I'll cap him.
Alright, okay, I believe left power is coming up. I could be wrong.
Oh,
Did anyone get left?
Fuck you.
Okay, so defense, it's not Petri's job to get power-ups. It's not Petri, it's your job. It's whoever died's job. Carl's job. Did anyone get left?
I don't know what that is.
That was the lag spike right there.
He's 4.
Come on, get him and I'll cap him.
Alright, so... Oh my god, Carl just got the... That's funny. Did anyone get left? I forgot who said this, but... Someone told me that your approach to boosts in-game should be the assumption that all boosts are live. So, I don't know if I follow that advice very much, but I think it's good advice. Assume that all boosts are live. I don't know. That's probably something I'd want to implement in the future, because I don't know if I do that, to be honest. But if you avoid boosts, pretending they're all live, you'll probably never spike yourself. So it's something to consider.
Fuck you, I'll juke
Left's
regroup.
up still. It's not up yet.
What you gonna do about that?
Left's up, Carl. I think. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
Carl, go get left.
I got it.
And then,
Right.
as you know,
Okay, Carl just kind of saw it, and I told him to get it too.
Right. Not up yet.
So Jado should be. I feel like Jado should be trying to get left. Well, I mean, he was. Well, no one. The point is, no one was talking about Pup, so Jado's playing with him, and then Jado doesn't know where Carl is. Jado should be telling Carl to get the pup, or he should be getting the pup himself. Something. Some kind of communication.
Yeah.
Left's up, Carl. I think. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so there you go. But it's very late. If Simplicity or Sunball were just waltzing through here, they would have gotten it before you guys. So, in fact, Jado mentioned it so late that if Jado had said nothing at all, Carl would have just seen it anyway and got the pup. So, yeah, it was a late call. You have to call that like where do you have to call that?
Not up yet.
Right there, like right there, 40. It shows up at 35, so 10 seconds before. So right here, this is like 10 seconds before the left pup shows. So like right here,
did anyone get
right here, Jado should be thinking, I need to get left pup, or telling whoever's respawning to get left pup while he chases. Something like that.
Fuck you, I'll juke
Left's
regroup.
up still. It's not up yet.
Jado says, I'm the one who made the call, so I'm the one who said left might be coming up. That should be your guys' job. So let's say I'm one of your players, so I say left pup's coming up. Jado says left is still not up. That doesn't matter. Left is coming up, so left's going to be at 35. So that means right now you should be there. It doesn't matter that it's not there. You should be waiting for it before it shows up.
What you gonna do about that?
Left's up, Carl. I think. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
Carl, go get left.
It's just a little.
Right.
It's just a little late.
As you know, right is probably going to be after left.
right is very.
Okay, so I'm telling you guys when the pups are, and I think this is when you come back. I think one of the big reasons you guys came back is because I was basically telling you when to get pups, but yeah, I wasn't cheating. I mean, I guess I was only memorizing the pups that you guys got, so I was basically doing your job for you. But just say things like that. Okay, left. You just got left. Right's coming up.
Alright,
It's
someone get
very
out
soon.
base.
And you guys don't have re, but I mean, it's not Jado's fault that there's no re. It's not really Petrie's fault. It would really fall on Carl, but Carl said, I don't want to get re. I want to get a pup, which is not a bad idea, as long as the FC stays alive. So this is playing risky pup
Superman.
stuff,
You're welcome.
and it ends up working out.
Get on
Thanks.
Gonna grab.
I don't know what the fuck that was.
And then right here, you already got a pup. You have a rolling bomb. He has a tag pro. Look at how much power ups. Look at how much beauty power ups bring.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Get him.
Yeah. Look at how nice this looks. You have a rolling bomb. The blue team is probably shitting their pants right now, and they might even let you cap just because they're shitting their pants. Okay, let's keep going.
I've got tag.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Re
You coming
get
in?
rolling bomb.
You coming
that was a great job, Carl. Not boosting in there. I thought that was a great job because it's too easy. That's what I think a lot of times. Oh, let me boost in here, but it feels too easy. I feel like they're waiting for me. I feel like the other team's too smart for that. And he comes in. I don't know if this is a cap or not, but this is a good situation for a cap. And regardless if it was a cap or not, it's still a good situation.
Rolling bomb or die.
Force it. Just force it.
And this is also why getting pups is a good idea, because getting pups puts the other team in shitty situations. And when you're in shitty situations, yes, you may save the cap. Like, yes, you may save the cap, but you probably save the cap by grabbing to save time, or maybe by accident. And then maybe Nazgul's gonna grab. He does grab. So Nazgul, don't grab there. And maybe Simplicity's gonna grab. So Simplicity doesn't grab, but maybe he does grab. Okay, so see, desperate situations make good teams perform badly. So right here, blue team is doing very bad grabs right now, and he just gets easily returned. And then Squiggly, who was the only one that was actually properly playing it, Squiggly was the only one that wasn't completely screwing up here. So he knows that it's not a good idea to grab here. Yes, he has a tag pro, but I mean, are you really going to get out of base? Also, a good idea here, because people are grabbing, it's a good idea to block for your teammate. So Simplicity screwed up. It's a good idea to block for Simplicity. Make something good out of a bad thing. What did I do? But I mean, even then, there wasn't a lot. There wasn't anything Squiggly could have done. Yeah, it was just mistake after mistake, and then Squiggly was trying to block too, which isn't a bad idea. And then he eventually does grab, but it's only because he has to. It's only because he has to at that point. A better idea, if you want to be super clutch, McGee. I mean, it's not a better idea, I guess, but it's a good idea. You know what I'm going to say right now. Stay in front so that Lax boosts you into the flag, and hopefully that buys you some time. It at least gets rid of the rolling bomb. At the very least, it gets rid of the rolling bomb. What am I doing? He'll bomb you into the flag, and then maybe you can stay alive for a couple seconds. Who knows? Maybe you can go into the cave, and then at least he doesn't have a rolling bomb, and then maybe Nazgul can boost in or something.
It's just a little quiet. We're good. 2 seconds. That's cap. One more, guys. Nice.
And then maybe that would have bought enough time for Nazgul to get the save. So just consider options like
Pups,
that.
by the way, Pups 40 is left.
Great job on calling the power-ups, by the way.
Yeah, I'm telling you when Pups are.
He is right after.
I remember in some.
So where's Nazgul going? Why is Nazgul doing this? Why? What is he doing?
Left is at the 40.
No. Do not. No.
Yeah, I'm telling you when.
Do not do this.
Quiet. We're good. 2 seconds. That's cap. One more, guys.
Is Sunball supposed to be on O or something? Does Nazgul feel like he has to play D? I know that I don't know why you guys make this switch, but if you're on defense, I'm making a lot of assumptions here. I'm assuming what you guys are thinking when I might be wrong, but if you're on defense and you find yourself on offense, just stay on offense. I know that people like to label balls as definitions, like offense, you're offense, he's defense, you know. But like I said before, this is literally a game where you press 4 arrow keys. Nazgul is no different than Squiggly or Sunball. You should be able to play O just as good as they do. And going back to switch with someone because you want to go on D and this guy's good on O, so you want him to go on O. It's a waste of time. It might fly in NLTP, but you guys are better than that. Good teams cycle their players. So if you find yourself on O, you stay on O, and then if Simplicity's playing D but he's on O for whatever reason, you stay on D. You stay on O. And then yeah, so switch positions like nothing. So switch positions seamlessly to save time. And that's the other thing with getting regrab. If a defender is the closest person to regrab, he should get regrab. It doesn't matter that he's a defender. Who cares? Who honestly gives a shit? So yeah, you guys should be able to switch from O to D seamlessly without question. Don't waste time switching positions. Don't waste time doing things like that. Trust that you can play D. Trust that you can play O just as well as the other guy.
Pups 40 is left.
It's a lucky, I'm telling you.
Right is right after.
I remember in some of them once in a while. Like that, Steve.
Alright, I'm gonna do. Oh no!
Left is at the 40s,
Carl, go get left.
remember?
Oh fuck.
And as we know, right,
And it, because of this whole debacle of trying to switch and stuff, you guys can't even get
it's
left
going to
pup,
be
which Carl smartly waits for.
Yep, and our base is in like the 30s.
looks like it's going to be a little...
Great job, Carl, there.
Right should be now.
What do you think our team's the one that needs the pity and needs the pop?
Look, that's a great job there, waiting for right. I mean, technically, a better idea would be to tell your friend to get it, but that's a great idea right there. Great job, Carl.
Okay, we got
Lawnmower here.
So, calling it the lawnmower. I think someone came up with that one day. It's a great name.
Oh no, you gotta take it offense. Take it offense, Lex. You're good.
Make sure you announce that left is at around 30 and right is around 25.
Alright, I'm on D. I'm on D.
Okay.
Alright, I'm coming
Two in base.
two.
Okay, I got.
How did Lax get that pup?
Alright, I'm on D.
Around 30. Around
Okay,
30.
he was just there.
And right is around
Okay, let's
25.
go. Alright, he's out.
Coming
Two in base.
two.
Okay, I got a block.
See, power-ups are so nice, guys. Look at this. Look at this. You guys have the advantage. Things are nice. Maybe you force them to grab a little bit. A lot of FCs like to do that. They like to scare the defense into grabbing. So they like to boost in. They like to boost in pretending they're going to cap. And then the defense grabs out of fear. And then because of that, the regrab suddenly has one less person to deal with. Some people like to do that. Look at its simplicity in Nazgul. Like I said before, remember that long talk I had in the first video about defensive positioning? This is where the flag likes to come in. Prioritize this over anything. So you guys should be here, you know. Let's say the FC ends up going here, the less popular route. Who cares? Who cares if the FC comes here? You have the chance. If the FC does come through here, guess what? You guys are waiting here. You guys have the chance to dial back and defend the flag. But guess what? Look, Lax boosted here. You guys are screwed. Unless the boosts show up, you guys are beat. He just beat 2 people because of bad defensive positioning. So just be aware of things like that. Also, you guys are pretty much in the same defensive position. I mean, yeah, you guys are you're blocking 3, you're blocking 4 and 3. You guys are pretty much blocking the same place, and this is left wide open.
Come up before trying to do anything risky.
Alright, just, go for it.
Alright, left is coming up, so it would be a good idea for the regrab to get left right now.
Alright, I'm gonna go for left then.
Right is after that at 20, so Carl, if you want to break for that at like 30 something.
Left's up, it's a rolling well.
Now. They're gonna get it at 20.
Our base isn't until like
Or
15.
right.
Could red have gotten that pop? Okay, so... Whoa, he gets really... Great job, Sunball. Great job. Alright, so right here, he's lining up the boost. Go this way. Go this way. He's lining up the boost. Go this way. I don't know. You're kind of in a shitty position because of Sunball getting the boost. But my general advice here would be stay alive. Try to juke to not make him snipe you, but stay alive. Wait for Carl to get the pup. But that doesn't work out here.
Left's up, it's a rolling well.
Now. They're gonna get it.
Great job, Blue, on getting the power up there. What happens in this little cave?
They're gonna get
Oh, Petri.
Left's up, it's a rolling well.
Oh, you actually luck yourself into... Oh, actually, I don't know if the
at 20.
the power up... I don't know if the power up comes up.
I don't know why he came in.
Alright, I got right at 23. It's a tag pro.
Alright, I'm gonna go no.
They got our base, they got...
Okay, so I think Petri's weird spawn tricked Nazgul into thinking that the power up was coming soon. But even then, he still gets the power up, and so Nazgul didn't do anything wrong there. He was right to wait there. Just thank God that you didn't have to wait 60 seconds.
Yeah.
Alright.
Got right.
If you're trying to block, it looked like you were trying to block him from. I mean, you can do a better job than this, Petri.
You want to break for that at like 30?
Left up. It's a rolling one.
Now. They're gonna get it at 20.
Yeah, you bounce off the corner a little and you let him come in. Just think about that. Just look at the play and see what you could have done.
I don't know why he came in.
Great job, Carl.
It's a tag pro.
Alright, I'm gonna go now.
They got a break.
Right here would be a good idea to take away the right lane. Let's see if you do that. You don't. No, you do it. Good job. Alright. Nazgul was already there, so there's nothing the defense could have done. So right here, if you get at a base Nazgul, look how smart it was that you waited for the pup. So even though you waited a long time to get the pup, even then it was much better than just lounging around in base doing nothing. So yeah, you waiting like 20 seconds for the pup ended up working out. Even though I would say waiting that long for a pup is kind of stupid long, but it ended up working out. So that's kind of an insight to how powerful pups are in this game. Whoa, almost gets a snipe. Okay. Be a good idea. Because they're not going to get regrab, obviously.
That's fair.
But you do have regrab, so that's a 1-up for you. I right there I'm talking about kissing. What am I doing?
I'll get out of your fucking...
Okay, Petri, you should kiss right there. You should kiss right there. I don't know if you can. You should kiss right there. Why? Because guess what? Jado's here. Carl's here. If Sumball dies, guess what? Lax gets the re. He even has a juke juice. If you kiss, Lax has a juke juice. He can get the flag, go. And Sumball's dead. Guess what? Jado and Carl are waiting to kill Simplicity if he even decides to grab. So you're in a good position. So right there, kissing is good. Remember, the closer they are to your base, the better the idea of kissing is. If Petri and Sumball were over here, it would be Sumball's advantage to kiss, not Petri's. But Petri and Sumball over here, Sumball's close to their base. It's a good advantage. And just to reiterate, the reason it's a good advantage is because typically the defenders are very close to their own base. So typically it's a good idea. Also, it's typically a good idea because chances are they don't have a re. So right there would have been a good idea to kiss. Right. Kissing there would be a good idea.
Why?
Because they're... Okay, you guys just said why. I just answered the question. So there you go. It's advantageous. Think about it though. Don't just... I want to really emphasize that I don't want you guys to just think, oh, I need a kiss here because Stu said so, because Stu said it was a good idea. I want you guys to think for yourselves and to think for yourselves why it's a good idea, why it's a bad idea. Maybe you think it's a bad idea, you know. I'm not the arbiter of truth. I don't know everything. But think about the game, think about strategy, think about what it means to win and what it means to cap, and think about kissing and things like that, and try to realize why you think it might be important, why you think it might not be important. If you just kiss because Stu said so, then you're going to kiss in bad situations. Because you're not thinking about why it's important there. You're not thinking about why it's not a good idea here, you know. So just whenever I tell you to do something, think about why that is. And because if you don't think about why that is, you're going to look at it as a rule, you know. You're going to look at it as you're not going to think for yourself. You're just going to do things because Stu told you to do them, and because of that, you're going to make unintelligent plays based off of the fact that someone told you to do something. When in reality, everything is situational. Rules can be broken in particular situations. Not gonna get regrab, obviously.
That's fair.
But you do have regrab, so that's a 1-up for you.
But if you get
is this Mario?
Duke or 4 and cap.
Is this Mario though? 1-ups? And I blocked him into you, but that's fine. One more. Pups, guys. Pups rounds. Left and right. Left and up.
Okay, so Petri, wait for Lax to get re. Also, I think pups are up, so 2 things. Lax needs to get re. You need to wait for him to get re before you think about killing yourself. Or better idea. Pups are coming up. Lax should be waiting for pups while you're alive. You know. So while you're staying alive, Lax gets a pup. Maybe it's a tag pro, and guess what? That's a tag pro lead. I'm not saying you did anything wrong here, Petri. Just it looks like you're getting really aggressive here. So
This is 28.
be mindful that someone could have been behind this boost. So be mindful that your goal is kind of to stay alive. There's 36 seconds left. So maybe you want to force it in. But 36 seconds is still kind of a long time, so you still have time to get re and let your re do it. If the power-up's coming up, I think 20 seconds is good enough of a time for a tag pro to kill people for you. So right here, be aware that someone could have been waiting here, and if you waltzed in like you did, you would have died. So be aware. Be aware that you're risking death just by walking in this area. So wait for Lax to get re. Right here, you're basically killing yourself. You couldn't have gotten that cap. Lax is waiting for the power up, like he should be doing. Great job. But oh wow, Petri, you stay alive. I wasn't even paying attention to Petri. Petri stays alive like a god. Lax gets the power up. Good job. Oh look, there's a rolling bomb there. And then does Petri get the last minute? Okay, good job, Petri. You stayed alive long enough for good things to happen. There's a rolling bomb. Oh wow, look at that. You could go one. Someone on defense needs to tell this guy to go one. Even if you don't know where he is, just say go one, go bomb. You know, go to a route that is blocked for you. It's a good idea to talk about if you're on defense. And then no one knew that the rolling bomb was there. So think about this. Think about the fact that what if Lax had gotten the rolling bomb? That's probably a cap. Think about what it would take for you to remember something like that. Keeping good power-up times, talking to each other about power-ups. You probably would have gotten this rolling bomb if that was the case. And that would have been the cap. And that would have tied the game for you. So, like, little things like that are the difference between winning and losing the game. Like, this could have been the cap if you really wanted it to be. The potential in Tag Pro is staggeringly high. People think that this game is all figured out, that people have figured out how to win, and at that point it's really hard to win. But there's a lot of potential in Tag Pro for good decisions. Even major league level players make bad decisions all the time. They make bad decisions all the time. So there's a huge potential to do better, even if you think you've already plateaued or whatever.
Fuck's sake!
Well, at least you guys came back. And that's it. That's it for this game, and I'm done. How long? 1 minute, 1 hour 13 for this recording.
Well,
it's not bad.
Well played.
Let's see. Rick, you're on my team now. Carl. Actually, I'm going to say Carl and Rig will play.
Alright, I'm done. I don't know when you guys have practice, but I'll try to come. I'll check when that time is. I haven't been at the informal practices because I've been busy. Sunday I had the MLTP game. But hopefully this helped you guys out. This was a scrim, so there's a lot more people to look up. And I think I really went deep into kissing strategies. So I'm not sure if you guys have had your game yet. I'm pretty sure you guys haven't had your game yet. So hopefully this helps you guys out before the game. Yeah, get power-ups. Please get power-ups. Please time them. Yep. Show up to power-ups before they spawn. Wait for them a good 10 seconds before they spawn. Defense, if your team is waiting for power-ups, let me rephrase that. If you're getting power-ups, the only caveat, the only thing you should worry about if you're getting power-ups is if the flag is getting passed, you know? Because that demands that you stop waiting for a power-up, right? So if you're on defense, if you're chasing the flag and you know that there are power-ups coming up, you know that there's someone getting the power-up, please, please, please stay in front of the flag. your number one goal is staying in front of the flag. Just make sure you keep staying in front of the flag. Do whatever you need to do. Boost all the way to their base if that's necessary. Just stay in front of the flag if other people are getting power-ups. And more importantly, just as importantly, if you're in front of the flag, tell people, I'm in front of the flag, go get your power-ups, you're safe. The one thing that people waiting for power-ups get is they get scared. They get scared because people are going, oh, he's right, he's left. And you need to say he's contained. I'm playing prevent defense right now. You need to make the people waiting for power-ups feel safe. You need to make them feel safe, because if you don't make them feel safe, if you don't say anything, if you say, oh, he's 2, but you're not saying he's contained, you're not saying he's free, or, it makes it ambiguous for the guy waiting for the power-up. So you're making him scared. You need to make him feel safe by saying, I'm in front, I'm not letting them get past, things like that. So that's one thing. Make the people getting power-ups feel safe, and make sure the AFC doesn't get past you so that they can actually wait for power-ups, things like that. Alright, I'm gonna stop this recording, and hopefully you guys can really, I don't even know who you guys are facing, but hopefully you guys can kick the shit out of them. Signing off.